Welcome to the commentary booth where we watch and you guessed it, commentate on the week that was in movies and TV. I'm your host and play-by-play commentator Jamie Apps, and each week I'm joined by a rotating cast of colour commentators to help you find your next viewing treat. Joining me today is the man with many favourite films, Jaxon Carr.
Hello.
The Christmas-obsessed American, Corrina Mabey.
Good morning.
Rocking the Taco Bell shirt.
Yes, the best Christmas shirt ever.
Pitching our favourite Christmas specials. Who wants to pitch theirs first?
Jackson.
Okay, I can go first. So, everybody knows I bump around with my favourite television shows. Sometimes it's Seinfeld, sometimes it's Parks and Rec, sometimes it's Entourage. But in absolutely no surprises to anyone, my favourite Christmas episode is actually a show from the 90s. I really enjoyed Friends, the one with the holiday armadillo.
Yes! This is the best thing ever! That was almost my pick.
You absolute liar. So what is your actual pick?
In no surprise to anyone, it is a show from the 90s. It's Seinfeld, the Festivus episode. It's something I watch on the 23rd of December. Every year, I would like to watch it with friends, but last couple of years, we haven't been able to watch it. So that's been a problem that I've had that I bring up with Festivus style. But I think it's a very nice break from all the Christmas stuff that you get because it's a holiday against the holiday. So, Friends, the one with the holiday armadillo.
There we go.
And you're having a Festivus party this year, aren't you? Or have you had it?
No, it's the 23rd of December, so I'm having one. I've got a few friends, and we're going to do that, and then we're having a Christmas a couple of days later. But we're going to have the poll. We're going to have the feats of strength. Hopefully, Jerry will be there, and I'm going to dress because I got the hair. I might have to dye my hair, but I'm going to dress like this, and yeah, very much. It's a great episode.
The airing of grievances.
Yeah,
I love the poll. The poll is hilarious.
The poll. The two face as well, the girl that he was dating as well, and yeah, no, it's a fantastic episode. It's just a nice touch, the fact that everyone has like Christmas specials, and then they've just done a whole 180 and just created this whole holiday, which is a real thing that I believe Larry David, someone he was related to, invented it. So yeah.
Nice. Then Corrina, what did you end up picking? Like Jackson's, I was pretty confident I knew. Yours, I have no idea what this is going to be.
No, yeah, it's good. I literally went through like all my favorite sitcoms from the 90s and I was like, all right, what one do I want? And then I ended up going back to Golden Girls from 86.
I should have
And
done. I should have.
you should have. They've only had 2 Christmas episodes out of their whole series. And the one that I liked is called "'Twas the Nightmare Before Christmas," where they get held up in a grief center by a Santa.
Jesus.
And yeah, and then like the oldest lady, little old lady, sassy Sophia, she outs Santa for having a toy gun and ends up ruining his whole day. And then they end the day out with cheesecake. But the best part about that is, right? The best part about this whole episode is that Blanche, who's like the seductive one, she gives all of the girls a risque boudoir calendar of all of her favorite men from the previous year.
Jeez.
I thought you were going somewhere else when you said
No.
she's that, and then she gives everyone. I was like, oh, what's going on here? But no.
But yeah, no, and I found a fun fact that like the calendar that they used as the prop in that episode was actually compiled of people from the set. Like they all got together, the production crew, and posed in these ridiculous ways. And that was the prop that they used for that. So it made it even better.
I like that you both have essentially picked like kind of anti-Christmas episodes.
Yep.
Like
You know.
Jackson's is totally anti-Christmas. Karina's is like about a bad Santa that's trying to ruin Christmas. That's terrible.
Come on,
Okay.
are you bringing it home? Are you making it 3 from 3 with
Come
anti-Christmas stuff, or are
on.
you going to go the most? Are you going to be like Love Actually, even though it's a movie?
Ugh.
Like, I'm pulling an audible. I'm going Love Actually.
Okay, so it's not Love Actually, but the episode I picked has a butt ton of Love Actually homages. So I picked Ted Lasso, Carol of the Bells, season 2, episode 4, and yeah, there's like 3 or 4 references to Love Actually in that episode, and it's basically it's Christmas in Richmond, but all the main characters essentially have to go their own separate ways and celebrate Christmas in their own way. So Ted is his original plans are to have FaceTime Christmas with his son back in America, and then that ends up just being him sitting alone, depressed, watching a movie, drinking alcohol, because his kid's like, I'm going to go play with my new drone now, bye. So he's left alone, which I think is a nice like reference to what quite a few people go through during Christmas. And then we have Roy and Keely. Their plan is to have sexy Christmas, but then Roy's niece Phoebe comes along with her really bad stinky breath. So then they have to set out on trying to get a Christmas miracle by finding a dentist within 10 houses of him to solve her bad breath issues. And then the Higginses are opening their home to the players of Richmond FC that can't get back to their families to celebrate Christmas because they're all international players stuck in London with a game the next day. So yeah, they basically just, let's just have like open door Christmas for anybody that wants to celebrate, and instantly becomes like the party to be at. And I thought it was one of the best Christmas special episodes because it has all those Christmas themes, unlike you two who are anti-Christmas. This one has the message of the importance of celebrating with family, spreading joy, being generous, and just being a better person in general. It's got Christmas miracles, Christmas carols, plus Christmas pop music. Santa makes a sneaky appearance at the end. And yeah, it's just one of those episodes that every time I watch it, it just makes me smile, even if I've seen it like 2 or 3 times already.
So traditional with your Christmas stuff.
Just because you don't have Apple TV and haven't seen the joy of Ted Lasso.
You know, I don't need to be on Apple TV. Whatever, I'll suffer and be normal.
And Jackson loves Ted Lasso, so I'm sure he loved this episode.
I love Ted Lasso. I literally, when I was looking on this website before, and I was going to pull my prank about the Ted Lasso episode was there. There was a Parks and Rec one. I was like, oh, that's a good one. But yeah. If I had to go to a traditional one, I probably would go that Ted Lasso one because all my other shows don't really have like a traditional Christmas one. So that's a good backup. Well said. Plus, there's a great moustache in it, so obviously I like it.
So I looked up some of the random trivia and fun facts about the episode too. Like we said, multiple homages to Love Actually, which we get with Roy and Keely door knocking on Christmas afternoon. And then at the very end, they knock on the bully's door and they stand there with the poster board signs and just show them to this kid while Christmas music plays. What else did we get? Or at the end, the Higgins makes a toast, and all the names of towns that he reads off are the actual hometowns of the actors playing the footballers.
Oh,
Yep.
that's fun.
And then basically this episode, it was made purely because Apple wanted 2 extra episodes for this season. Originally it was only meant to be 10, so they wrote 10 episodes. And then Apple was like, no, let's make it 12. So they whipped up a Christmas episode, and that's why none of the like main story plot points that carry through the season progress in this one. It is purely standalone, so it can be watched by anyone at any time, which I thought was a really nice way to do it. And if I was like you guys, could pick an anti-Christmas episode, I would pick the King of the Hill Christmas episode because that's all about
Sure,
that's
take
all
me
about
back.
one of the guys like just being mega depressed on Christmas because his wife left him and he tries to kill himself over and over again and they have to stop him from killing himself. And in the end, he's like, okay, you guys are right. I like Christmas. I'm going to stay. He puts his own head in an electric oven.
At least,
That's like so dark.
at
Like,
least our Christmas episodes weren't that
lighthearted.
dark.
Well,
Wow.
you guys are going to
Are
go dark. I'm going to outdo it.
Whoa.
you're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, you guys are so ridiculous. But this guy tried killing himself multiple times.
Yeah.
The hell,
Are you
man?
okay?
I'm fine.
Yeah, like, what
I
are
haven't
you
put my
trying
head
to...
in an oven yet.
Oh my God, there's still time.
Yeah. So he puts his head in the oven and then Hank like stands there and pretends to ignore him and then just goes, you realize it's an electric oven, not a gas oven, so that's not going to work. He just goes, well, still gets pretty hot. Don't think it's going to kill you though, bro.
Well,
That took a turn for the worst.
But
and Merry
yeah,
Christmas.
if you
everyone.
want something
Happy
happy,
New
Yeah,
watch Ted
right?
Lasso. Enjoy your Christmas.
Year. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Broken
Yeah.
at 3:30 in the morning. I win.
Fuck. I can't handle this. It's too early for this crap.
Alrighty, so yeah, that's 3 with a bonus extra 4th Christmas episode. I'm sure you can find something that you'll enjoy there in the lead up to Christmas. Thank you everyone for listening to the commentary booth. If you enjoyed the show, please remember to rate, review, and subscribe on podcast services, YouTube, and you can get episodes early on Patreon at patreon.com/JamieUpsMedia. Thank you guys for joining me. You can follow Jackson on TikTok at Jax_Carr. Follow Corrina on Instagram at Miss Corrina Renee. And you can follow me on social media at JamieUpsMedia and at Pario Magazine. Thank you guys and have a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
The Commentary Booth is a fan-funded production of Jamie Ups Media. You can support the podcast alongside our magazine, Pario Magazine, on Patreon at patreon.com/JamieUpsMedia. The following people supported at the publisher level or higher, and you cannot fathom how incredibly appreciative we are for their support.